Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, February 9th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's WrestleMania 40 Kick-Off streamed live on Peacock and YouTube from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The events of the evening resulted in Paul Levesque announcing on Twitter that the main event of WrestleMania has officially been set as Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Cody Rhodes. During the kickoff, Rhodes stormed the stage during a promo from Reigns and The Rock and demanded back the title shot that he appeared to hand over to The Rock just last week on SmackDown.
At WrestleMania 40, in the main event, I choose you, Roman Reigns.
You must be crazy. You must be stupid or something, huh? This is a done deal. You're old news. Go over there with the number twos. The number two table will have you now. Loser bracket. Right there in the dummy in green. Just go. Leave. You're embarrassing yourself now. Last year was your year. That was your moment. You were only a chapter in my book. Nobody cares about your story. Nobody cares about you finishing the story. You're embarrassing your entire family now. You, just understand this, you're irrelevant, just like your dad.
The angle culminated in a wild melee on stage, during which Rock slapped Rhodes and saw involvement from Levesque, World Champion Seth Rollins, Raw GM Adam Pearce.
Let me make something perfectly clear to you. When you talk about his family, you're talking about my family. When you're talking about his ancestors, you're talking about my ancestors. And when you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood. So now we have a problem.
Moments before Rhodes emerged on stage, Reigns had announced that he was choosing Rock as his opponent for WrestleMania, but then shook hands with Rock in what appeared to be a new alliance between the two. Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club, featuring matches recorded last Saturday at the Burt Ogden Arena in Edinburgh, Texas, and January 31st in New Orleans. In the main event, Commander won a four-corner survival match, defeating A.R. Fox, Jack Hartwheel, and Willie Mack. In an earlier women's four-corner survival match, Diamante emerged victorious over Kiera Hogan, Layla Hirsch, and Trish Adora. In an eight-man tag team match, Shane Taylor Promotions, Cole Carter, and Griff Garrison won out over the Infantry and the Iron Savages. In other selected results, Lee Johnson beat Gravity, Taya Valkyrie topped Killa Kate, and Brian Cage defeated Brandon Cutler. In ratings news, last Wednesday's edition of AEW Dynamite drew a total audience of 805,000 viewers to TBS, which is down 2% from last week's 818,000 according to WrestleNomics. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .28, up from last week's .26 key demo rating. The episode finished in first place for the evening in the key demo for cable TV. And TNA Impact aired last night on Access TV, featuring matches taped January 19th at the Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. The main event saw Alex Shelley defeat Eddie Edwards. The show also saw the TNA farewell match of Trinity, who teamed with Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace to defeat Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans.
Oh, spinning back fist by the champion. Kick to the face by Trinity.
And is that enough? Look at this!
Oh, code red! Is it time? Starstruck!
Locked in! And that's it!
Trinity and Grace win!
Here are your winners, the team of Trinity and the
Trinity gets one more win notched in.
The match was taped just 8 days before Trinity would return to WWE at the Royal Rumble under her previous name of Naomi. Also on the show, Simon Gotch made his TNA debut, attacking Josh Alexander after Alexander's win over Alan Angels.
When he's brought that up to the walking weapon. Oh, wait, what the hell?
Oh my God! That's a fan!
The hell is it? Good God!
A fan just burst into the impact zone and is assaulting Josh Alexander! Oh
Jesus!
my God!
What the hell?
In the hell?
Yeah, I know who that is, Tom.
That's Simon Gotch!
The hell is he doing here?
Gotch's only prior TNA appearance was a one-off in a six-man tag team match in 2006. In other selected results, Zachary Wentz beat Speedball Mike Bailey, Chris Sabin defeated John Schuyler, and Tasha Steelz defeated Zaya Brookside. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.